Hello everyone and welcome to this Pytest tutorial series. In this particular tutorial, we will be learning about Pytest fixtures. So let's begin. Pytest provides a feature called as fixtures, and fixtures are used to set up the test environments and they are used to manage the test dependencies effectively. Now features will allow you to reuse the setup and the tear down code. It will make your test more cleaner and more modular. Now the question here is that why we need to use the fixture. So basically it will share the same setup code across the multiple tests. It will isolate your test dependencies. Third, it will keep your test focused on the actual test logic. Okay, and let me go here and let me create a new Python file. Let me name it as test underscore fixture demo. And in order to use this fixture, this is really simple. Let's discuss about the syntax first, and then we will see an example over here. So in order to use this one, simply go with the @pytest.fixture. And once you have done this, now what you need to do is that you need to define a function. So function, then fixture name. For example, here you need to provide a name of the fixture, and after here, the first thing you need to provide is that you need to provide a setup code, and then you need to use a yield keyword, and after that basically you will be providing a tear down code. Okay, so this is a really simple syntax to use the fixtures. Now let's take a real-time example to understand this more. Okay, so now here what I will do is that I will give a proper name. So for example, you need to set up the environment. So for example, setup underscore, and you need to set up the environment over here. Okay, and so I will be going with some basic print statement, but in actual, for example, you need to set up a driver, or you need to initiate the browser, you need to open the website first. Maybe in the case of you need to log in before every test. So you need to provide some setup over here. In some cases you might to connect with the database, right? So for that you need to write that particular code over here in terms of setup. And similarly for the tear down, what you need to do is that you need to close the browser, you need to disconnect the database, right? So these kind of a tear down setups you need to write after the yield over here. So right now what I'm doing is I'm simply going with the print statement to make you understand. So I'm saying that setting environment, and after the yield, let me copy this from here and paste it over here, and here tearing down environment. Okay, tearing down environment. Now your fixture is ready. Okay, and this this setup will be executing. Okay, so now what I'll do is that I will be using this fixture in my test. Okay, so let me create my first test over here. So for example, test underscore example underscore action, and inside this I will be passing this function which is setup underscore environment. Okay, in order to use this fixture. Now again I'm going with simply a print statement with the f literal f strings. So I'm saying that executing my first test with fixture. Okay, and here what I'll do is that I will pass this just to make you understand what is exactly happening. So I will pass this here. Okay, so f literal, and so basically this course needs to be provided at the end. Okay, this way. Now what I did is that I simply created a function, test function, which is utilizing these fixtures over here. Okay, I can go with the assertions. If you are writing a proper test, you might need to go with the assertions. For example, I will say, okay, so in the yield I will say, okay, my environment is ready. Okay, so after setup I will say that, okay, environment is ready for testing. Okay, Now what I do is that let's go with the assert over here, and I will say setup underscore environment is equals to, I will say environment is ready for testing. Okay, I'm just asserting this one. Okay, just to ensure that my environment is ready. So my first test is there, and let's go here and run this one and see what happens over here. So you see that the test got started, and here that tearing down the environment, setting up the environment, and in the middle of that they are actually executing my test. And now I need the same setup and same tear down for the another test. Okay, so I don't need to repeat the code. Okay, so simply I will go here and paste it here, and let me change the name to, for example, exam with double E. Okay, and here I will go with the, say, executing another test with the fixture. Okay, and again you can assert, let me go with a different kind of assertion over here. Simply I will say assert ready in setup underscore environment. Now let's run this one and see what happens now. So here you should see that my both tests got executed successfully over here, and they are executing this, they are getting the setup first, then executing a test, then tearing down, then again you are seeing that it is setting up the environment, executing another test, and tearing down the environment. So this is the main purpose. So if I summarize this one, even if you need more information in a proper way, we already learned that how we can run this using the Verbose. So let me show you. Simply I will say Pytest, okay, and using Verbose, and I will be using this particular test file. So dot backward slash, then we have Pytest tutorial series, and inside this basically we have this test. So the test is basically this one. So simply let's run this one again and see. Now we are getting a better picture of what exactly here is happening, right? So both tests got passed, okay, and it provided the information exactly what happening over here, right? So if I go here and if I try to fail any of this one and run this one and see, now you see that the test got failed over here. Okay, so you see that setting up the environment, executing another test, tearing down, and in case of failure we are getting this information over here. So if I summarize or tell you more about the fixtures, so fixtures have some scope. Right now what I did is that I am using the functions, right? So basically fixtures have a scope, okay, so we can control how often our fixture is executed using the scope parameter. Okay, so what I can do is that we can provide the fixture scope. Okay, for example here what I'll do is that I will say your scope is equals to, you can see that here we can define scope as a class, as a function, module, or session. So basically when exactly you need to run your fixtures, so you can run on the modular level. By default it's a function because I haven't provided any scope here. So by default you need to remember that by default it will consider function level. So fixture runs per test once if it is defined on the function level. You can also define it on the class level. So fixture runs per test class. Fixtures run once per test class. And if you define on the module level, so the fixture runs per test module, right? And if you want to go with a scope with the session, then fixture runs for entire test session. So depending on your scenarios, you can define the scope as function level, class level, module level, or the session level. Okay. And when we talk about the best practices for this one, so simply key fixtures focus. Each fixture should handle one specific setup task. Okay. So it will be very easy to understand what these fixtures are doing. Then add doc strings to describe what each fixture does. So it make it more readable in terms of documenting the fixtures. Then use fixtures to eliminate the duplicate setup code. This is what we have done over here, right? And then you should use the appropriate scope. Right now we have just gone through the function, but as I said, you can go with the class module. You can define the scope of the fixtures as a class, module, or session, right? So you need to carefully use the appropriate scope to balance the performance and isolation of your test. So by leveraging the fixtures, you can write the cleaner, more maintainable test and effectively manage the test dependencies, and you can easily done the setup and tear down things across the multiple tests. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you like our content, then do like, comment, share and subscribe our channel. Once again, thank you so much and see you in the next tutorial.